Hi beauties, so today I'm going to be doing a flexi rod set, and I'm going to tell you how you get the perfect flexi rod set. And you get it by blow drying the hair before you rod it. So of course, shampoo, condition, and then blow dry. A nice smooth blow dry will get a beautiful set when you rod it, just because it's going to be more smooth, more silky, more bouncy, and to me it lasts longer. Also, it's going to look longer. Also, look at how much her hair stretched out. The shrinkage be so real. So it will keep her flexi rod set from being really short and tight to the head, and so it will give her more length. And so yeah, so just go ahead and do a blow dry first, and then here we're going to section it off according to how we want it to lay. We got that front section right there parted out because she wants a bang. She wants the hair to fall into her face, and the sides are going to be angled, rotted towards her face as well, and the back will just be a brick lace so that the gaps are filled and not too much scalp is exposed. And after this clip, I want you guys to tune in to the conversation that I had with my client because I feel like it's so fitting.
It seemed like being a hairstylist is like the new real estate agent. A couple years ago, like how everybody was being a real estate agent and whatever they was doing.
I know.
And some of these people just are in it for the money. I mean, I know it's lucrative, but people, they don't even be having like the basic skill set to be doing hair. Like they don't care about your hair specifically. They just want the style to look nice or
And I think
slap something in your head and call
and I
it
think
a day.
it was like if you know how to do a little something, like even if you just went and learned a little something on YouTube, it gave people an easy way to become an entrepreneur. So I think that's the thing too. And I think entrepreneurship is great, especially when it's like a lot of black people that are starting businesses.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you don't really have a love for it, then you just doing it just because it makes you an entrepreneur. It's easy to go get an LLC and you can just do people hair and make videos and post pictures on social media, and I think people just feel like that it makes them somebody. And it's like it sucks for the people who really do it for real and who was doing it way before all of this, you know what I'm saying, came along, because now y'all don't want to wash nobody's hair,
right?
And y'all making it, I don't know, it's like it created like everything, a little war like between customers and between customers and stylists, because it's like now the people don't trust nobody. Like
everything is an upcharge or a la carte. Like you said, washing hair. This one girl, she was washing my hair. She called herself washing my hair. And like she was barely like tapping my scalp. I'm like, what are you doing? She didn't get my nape. I'm like, what is these people doing? What are y'all going to hair school? Like I know everybody don't go to hair school. And they fine, should.
And it's not fine. And I think that, and then people make it seem like we hating, like the people that do have license are hating on people who don't, but it's not that. It's like when you go, you realize and understand how important it is, just for like you might
learn the basic stuff.
Yeah, and you might think you might think you got it, but just even understanding the hair structure and how to care for, like, it's stuff like that. Like, you know, in the black community, doing hair is kind of a cultural thing as far as braiding and weaves goes, and you can find a 14, 12-year-old that can butter you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But having that knowledge is what makes the difference between somebody who can just do hair and an actual cosmetologist who can really like take care of your hair. You know what I'm saying? And so everybody's like, okay, well, on this like luxury experience wave where they providing snacks and maybe a glass of wine and whatever, but that's not luxury if you don't shampoo. It's not luxury if you don't know how to educate a client on how to take care of their hair, what may be going on with their hair or how to identify an issue and try to correct it for them.
Right.
Like, because people come into the salon for your expertise. You know what I'm saying? It used to be a point in time where if you went to the salon, you knew they was going to be licensed. And if you went to somebody's house, it was just because you didn't have the money to go to a salon, or you just, you know what I'm saying, they was your friend or your family or something.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's just like everybody just hopping in the shop. So it's like now you can't even separate the real from the fake.
Yeah. I grew up like going to the shop, make sure, you know, people take care of my hair or whatever. But yeah, like you said, people nowadays, it's a lost art. Like they just, think giving me some snacks and some wine is gonna cut it. And it's like, that's just aesthetics. But like you said, do you really know like what's going on with somebody's scalp, or you know, the health of their hair, stuff like that? So,
and the quality of products matter too.
True. Yeah, you can't be getting by with just some what is it, like just the basic stuff I could get at the store myself. Like that is also included in the. That's more love.
That's another thing that has changed too.
That's a higher brand.
Yeah.
So that warrants a higher price point.
And then, I don't know, some stuff just don't need to be a higher price point. Now, I don't do stuff dirt cheap, but I realize out of doing hair for so long, you want people to be able to afford to make you their stylist, not just only be able to afford you on a birthday or on a special occasion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so you want to build those client relationships so that they come back. Now, I ain't the perfect stylist by no means. So I just thought it was really ironic that we were having that conversation. I just thought it was so fitting, and like I'm so passionate about people being licensed, because you just really need to know and understand the structure of the hair strand and how to identify certain issues and just what to do. And in a salon, when you're behind that chair, like you just can't just go in there just thinking you know it all without being properly educated. But anywho, so here we are just making sure that we get a nice snug wrap. So I like to place that rod right up near the scalp and then wrap it from the top down to the bottom. I fold it at the base to hold it in place, and then I fold it up at the end to keep the curl intact. And I just like that because it just gives a nice, good, firm set. And as long as it's thoroughly dried, you're going to get some beautiful curls. You want to make sure that you are moving pretty swiftly, because once you put that mousse on there, you don't want the hair to start to revert back to its curliness, because then it will shrink and then it defeats the purpose of the blow dry. So real quick, put the foam on there, hold it taut, comb it through the ends, and then wrap that hair around that rod pretty snug. And you're just going to continue this until you get all the hair wrapped. And after that, she'll go under the dryer. She went under the dryer for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. So if you don't have the time to sit under the dryer, or if your client does not want to sit under the dryer, this will not be the style for them, because this is like, the dryer part is the most time consuming part. You know, I can get the wash and blow dry done in a wash, blow dry, and wrap done in about 30 minutes. So it takes about 1.5 hours in total for me, but that's because I've been doing it for a while. But you know, this part of it is pretty quick. They're just gonna be under that dryer for a good little while. Okay, guys, so now she has come out of the dryer and we are just unwrapping the rods. So unfold those two tabs that I was telling you about, the one at the base and the one at the end, and then just untwist it in the opposite way that you wrapped it. So we rolled these to the right, we are unwrapping it by twisting it to the left. That way you don't get it too tangly or too frizzy when removing the rods, and just be very careful when doing this. And then after that, I like to go in and oil my client's scalp, right? She's natural. Moisturizing the hair is very important, and this flexi rod set can actually last her for 2 weeks. I even wear mine for 3 weeks, which is what I was telling her. I spray it with the sheen first, and then I make sure that I rub some of that same oil onto my hands, because you don't want your hands when taking it down to create frizz. So I could put some oil on there that just will make it slide or glide against the hair more easily without creating any frizz. And also the oil is going to help seal in the moisture from her deep conditioning treatment that we did earlier. So yeah, just gonna go through and take each one of those sections and separate it into small tiny pieces to give the style some volume and some fullness, and to cover up all of those parting sections. And just kind of taking your time with doing that and making sure that you put more oil on your hands as needed, and until you get it all sectioned out and taken apart. And then after that, you're gonna go through and fluff it with a pick, as you will see coming up here shortly. And then a little bit of back combing in any section where you see the gaps of the scalp showing. She does have some long hair, but it's very fine. So for her, just separating the curls doesn't automatically cover up those spaces. So that's when you're gonna see me go in with the pick, as I'm doing right here, and just making sure I'm filling all those gaps and doing a little bit of that back combing at the base to cover up those gaps, and also going in with my hands and fluffing it up at the base. And this is the finished look, you guys. She loved it. I think it's so beautiful. I hope you guys like it. Bye.